Would you like a ride in the Ranger? Okay, let's do this. Buckle up, because we're going all the way down to the yard, okay? It's like 300 feet. First stop, the chicken shack. Morning, Cockburn. Morning, Larry. Where's the other one? There he is. Morning, Jockey. Could someone crow for the camera, please? They're too excited about the corn. Apparently they don't like potatoes that much, though. Well, looks like Dad's already fueling the combine. I'll fire up the grain cart. The dryer actually ran empty last night, or the wet bin ran empty. So we were out of dry, or wet corn. We're out of corn to dry, except for the 40,000 pounds that's in this grain cart, which is less than a semi-load, which will go through the dryer in 40,000 pounds, a half an hour. And that happens because the corn is dry enough that we can push it through that dryer really fast. And that dryer was a pretty significant upgrade that we put in last year, so it's just capable of drying the corn that fast. It holds a lot of corn. It's an efficient dryer. We can move it through the air system quickly. We can just push corn through the system faster than we used to be able to do. Which was obviously the purpose of investing in that dryer, because that was our weak spot for a long time. That was the choke point. Watch this handy little trick. When the back hopper gets full, I can just switch it to the front hopper. No big deal. This auger's got a ton of swing. I swear if you park in the middle of the truck like I am, I've got the grain leg spout in the way, but it's almost like you could dang near hit, I mean, you could easily hit 3/4 of the trailer from front to back without moving the tractor. Good news is we got the Peterbilt back and it's running. Bad news is we got an air leak here. It's a busy time of year for us, obviously. Things are moving fast. I don't like taking time to sit down and eat, not that I really ever do. But the best way that I've found for me to be able to eat quick and eat healthy, especially well on the go this time of year, is Factor meals. Today, I'm gonna try the grilled steakhouse filet mignon. I don't believe I've had that meal yet. They've got over 80 different meals, so there's tons of different ones to choose from. They're always adding more. They have doubled the amount of high protein meals. They've doubled the amount of seafood meals to choose from. Just pop them in the microwave here for a couple of minutes, and you got yourself a meal. Factor has made eating clean quick and easy for me. I love the meals. This stuff is restaurant quality. It's delicious. Look at it. Just look at it. Head over to factor75.com, or you can use the link down below and use my code, that's FarmerFB50, to get 50% off your first Factor box, and you're gonna get free breakfast for an entire year. Again, that's FarmerFB50 over at factor75.com for 50% off plus free breakfast for a year. Which, that air tank, piggyback, whatever, canister, whatever you want to call it, is not a big deal. Scott's gonna yank that off. And our local truck shop up the road here, they definitely have one. 45-minute fix maybe, probably an hour by the time he runs to town. Mornings always take a while to get going. Check oil and everything, top everything off with diesel, fix all the little things that broke the day before. It takes some time. There's always a couple hours worth of random stuff. You wish you could ride with them, huh? Anna would follow Onyx everywhere if she could. I'm gonna check a couple of things on this bin and stay here until they bring me enough corn back to get the dryer started. Throwing a new fuel filter on the 9570R just because it's got a few hours on it here while I'm waiting to bring a truck to Grandpa, or Dad, and Onyx. And I might have messed up this connection. Sounds like the boys need a truck. We're just working right over there, so pretty close by. And they're taking out end rows, which is always slow, so they left me here to work on the 9570. Scott is working on that brake cylinder, reservoir, tank, canister. I'm gonna go ahead and fire up this beast before I take off. There's about a half an hour, maybe 40 minutes of dry time in the wet bin, so by the time I get back in 20 minutes with another truck, I may as well have this thing running. Oh, that's the same thing that happened yesterday. That's great. It threw a fault status at me yesterday when I started it, and all I did was nothing, and it fired right up the next time. Just got to reset the system and start over. Oh, come on. It can be fussy. Can I do it? Can I do it? Got it running. Just kind of had to get mad at it.
That'll work good. Keep pulling 2 minutes, I think.
Quick and easy. Dryer is still running. Temperatures are up to where they're supposed to be. I'm going to edit the unload speed. I can definitely bring that up now. I always start with that low. Probably really for no reason other than I'm just a little bit paranoid that if you have it too fast, it could plug something right away in the morning. I don't know, I just like to start it slow, make sure everything's moving, and then I speed it up from there. Oh, that machine is pumping out some clean corn. That is nice. We're running it on full automation with everything. Uh-oh, how did that get in there? Whoa. I'll take that. This is more of that same 92-day maturity corn. We're gonna get into some 93-day stuff today, but this was planted several days later than the stuff we've been harvesting, so this is good. Took these boys a while to get the first truck with taking out end rows, and now they're coming fast. I don't know if I'm gonna keep up to them. Okay, Scott's off with that one. Been a lot of running. He got the third semi all fixed up and going. He's gonna see if he can keep up with one truck. I'm gonna get the ripper running after I make sure the dryer's doing what it's supposed to do. Chicken jockey, you want some corn? Fresh out the dryer? Come here. He'll find it. He won't let me get too close to him. He hid under the other tree. It's always nice to pick up some of this dryer chaff before it gets rained on, because it gets a lot heavier once we get rain on it. We do have rain coming in about 3 or 4 days. So as long as we have the means to do it, it's nice to pick it up while we can, kind of as we go. Stuff is really flying around here today.
The transmission's just
Let's go see if Tillage will go with this thing. So all of my hydraulics here are set to auto. That's what I need. Except that one, oh, that's the wings I just put down. Okay, everything's on auto. I'm gonna go to my TrueSet page. These are the numbers I'm starting with. We'll see what it does. Does not look too deep. I'm going to adjust that in here. Add a little depth to this. Get a little bit of speed going so things can settle out the way they should. And I'm going to stop right there and go check it. First glance, the disc blades are plenty deep. I don't know why that end one is so deep. But the middle ones aren't quite like that. Okay, levelers, plenty deep. Baskets, it's not doing a bad job, but everything's maybe deeper than I want it. Oh, that's cold soil, I like it. Where's my end? There's my winglet. That's plenty down there. I have concluded that I'm 8.5 to 9 inches deep, and that's exactly what I have it set for here. So I'm gonna go back. I personally think 8 is fine. I thought my closing looked plenty deep. I thought my discs looked plenty deep. I'm gonna save that setting and try that. 4.5, yep. Made a couple other small changes. Got everything dialed in, and I think we got our GPS working well. Look at that. I think we're in business. Hi, Ree.
Hi.
Are you interested in a tractor lesson here in like 30 minutes?
Sure.
We'll be just right by the house, so I can come get you. I'm gonna run a new flag out to a tile inlet we have in that field, check the dryer, go grab Rhiannon, my oldest daughter, and bring her down, get her going in the tillage here. I don't know, she doesn't like the camera that much, so you may not get any of her on camera. We'll see. Stay. I guess we'll test it. There we go. New flag to go with this old stick we have there. And I also brought a couple of inlets with to choose from. I'm pretty sure it's an 8-inch. We got our standard cages here. Or we got this one that looks real silly, but it's actually designed to let the water in and make sure you don't get leaves or residue in there, and hopefully not soil as well. It's just the water going down into that intake. I tried the special one. The problem I run into is that this is for an 8-inch pipe, which I thought that was, but it's not. It's a 6-inch. And it's got some damage to it on top of that. So that'll do. I'll save the special goofy one for an 8-inch pipe that needs it. Before I could get Rhiannon going on things, I got interrupted to help these guys change fields. It's kind of my job lately. It's just doing everything else. Which I don't mind, to be honest with you. I like getting out and about, stretching my legs and staying busy. I really don't mind being the guy that nobody sees, kind of just keeping things moving. There she goes. She's not much for the camera, so we just did it all without any YouTube. So there she goes. She's good to go. She's gonna finish this field now for me. Between the kids and all the automated stuff coming down the pipe, I can pretty much just go hang out in Florida somewhere. My work here is done. It's been a fun career. I hope you dogs are watching that sunset. We got a leveling disc not moving. It fixed itself. So the first time I came by, this disc blade in right here does some of the leveling job. Was not turning. Yeah, it's a little fussy. She's driven tractor before, but I think it's usually been grain cart. And I believe anytime she's run tillage, she's had either her mom or her brother with her. So I believe this is the first time she's run tillage by herself. It is for sure with that tractor. You chickens good for the night? Are you all here? Or... Yep, good to go. Ranching. Well, you two got to go for a good little ride there. That's gonna do it. Scott just brought the last truck in there. Onyx is back home. That cart is empty. Didge is happy as usual. Dad has got the combine parked at the diesel tank. Tomorrow morning we're gonna fill everything up, check everything over, and we're gonna move 10 miles south. Take out about 100 acres there. We've got a test plot there. Just a field we want to get out in case it does rain. As it sounds like there's a pretty good chance of a little bit. We're going to knock that out, get it done so that it's done, and then get moved a little back closer to home. So anyway, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Farmers Business Network was created by farmers to put farmers first. So join me and tens of thousands of other farmers over at FBN.com, where it's free to become a member. You can get access to their digital insight system. You can get transparent pricing on things like seed, chemical, and animal health, and you can get instant approval for things like ag financing and marketing premiums. Again, it's free to become a member, so join me and everybody else over at FBN.com. J. Mike, what are you doing in my house? Quit batting at me.